Source, we love you. You're the only one we need. Source, we thank you. You're the only one we need. Source, you are true. So we look to you. Yes, yes. Kindness starts here. This your girl Quill, the one that keeps it real with that trill to give you a thrill that is beauty filled with looks that can kill. Hey, welcome back to God's Kingdom of Tarot show. You better act like you know. Mother Goddess, are you here? Of course, you better be here, girl. You better be here, okay? Father God, right here. Woo. Father God, Rob was like, no way. He loves the video. He loves it. And Teddy, my daddy. Okay. I gotta show him first because one must get all her flowers. He likes to say hi. This is the second reading in a row. We have a statue here already, not willing to be gone, but he likes to say hi. So this one, he in trouble a little bit, okay? He loves the foods. He likes the foods. You see on his lips, he loves the foods, okay? And he told me to let him smell, my plate of food. And I was feeding the leftovers to the birds. And I left the plate over there and the oil. His hand was in the oil, okay? I don't know if y'all can see that, but I can still smell it. He wanted me to be able to smell it because somebody want to continue to smell you. So stop it. King Tut. Okay, he fine. So fine. Okay, King Tut is so fine. He always makes me think of like somebody's like puckering up their lips a lot to like my statue Anubis. Okay, so Anubis is coming up here too. Okay, whatever Anubis. Okay, let's show them your puckers. Okay, because you want to kiss somebody. A new bitch is coming. Okay, they want to kiss you. Give me a kiss. Okay. He like, yeah, turn me around. Okay, my bad, boo. Okay, because he be having to have his own space. Okay. And I'm awake, okay? But you see, you are tuned in for thee. Okay, she loves the food, okay? I feel like she be sneaking at night and she be getting the foods, okay? She loves the foods. She loves it a lot, okay? She loves it a lot. She said hi, though. She said hi. Hi. Cute self. Okay, she's so cute to me. Okay, this is my mommy Cleopatra or mommy man. Okay, mommy man. She could be a Mother Mary or she could be a nightmare. Which one you want? She like, which one you want? Yeah, so she is the center of this reading right now, and I honestly wanted to have her sitting up here, but I don't know how to show her all throughout the reading. Okay, but yeah, that's my mommy. She was about to give me a kiss. Okay, I love you too. Okay. We were just joking about, like, how she be calling me bitch. Okay, she be calling me bitch. Okay, my mommy is my best friend. Okay. I'm like, shit. I'll be like, call me bitch again. I'll be like, call me bitch. Okay, because, like, it's funny because it don't go the other way around. I don't call her a bitch, but I love when she calls me bitch. Okay, because she don't play. You see her gaze though? She means business. Okay, she been getting into some stuff. She was supposed to. Yeah, she's supposed to be getting reserves right now because she been getting into fights. You see her earring? She been getting into fights. Okay. Like, some of this stuff she be wanting me to see, like the stuff on her lip, okay? I still don't understand why is this on her lip, okay? I love her. Oh, she wanted to give me a hug, okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm like, why is this stuff on your lip, girl? So I'm gonna be showing her every now and then because this is her shit. This is her day, okay? This is her time, okay? But the reason why she is here, okay? She is here. You see this angel right here? This was actually my mom, Cleopatra. Before, I actually got my doll. And I call her Miss B. The B could stand for, the queen bee, of course, but, like bees are general, in general. But, I also refer to her as the angel that never left, because she was actually here. Wow, beautiful, mommy. Yeah, she was here when I moved into this place, and it was sitting on something outside, like it was waiting on me. And like someone would have, like if they would have saw, like how her thing was broken or something, they would have thought she was trash. Her hand was broken, her arm was broken off. This part of her arm was broken off. And like she always reminds me, like because I well, now she's an enemy. There's been a long, like, it took me a long time to come to this conclusion that she was an enemy, because I have so much compassion, and I just have, like, I believe in, people really not understanding what they're doing when they're doing it, especially in anger. And so, like, because I could have easily saw her and, and just was like, I don't want her because her arm is broken, because she reminds me of an enemy of mine. And long story short, an enemy of mine, she, attacked me while I was about to get in the shower. Basically very vulnerable, off guard. And she did that because I was basically forced, by a rental company to take the car, or call the police on her. And at this time, I'm thinking this girl is my friend. And, at the rental company, when we first signed the contract, they didn't give me the keys. Like, I wasn't even there when they got the car. I wouldn't even been able to tell you what kind of car it was, when we started this deal. I mean, when this happened. The only reason why my name was involved in it, because they used my card. They put the money on there. I didn't pay for anything. They used my card to, rent the car. So I didn't think I had that much responsibility. And what they told me when I was doing all of that, because we even had to leave the place and go put money on the card to make sure, like, it would be something we'll be able to do anyway. Like, and they was like, yeah, you will have to be added as a supplemental driver, or added a bonus driver. They did not explain to me that because they were using my card, I would be responsible, for anything going wrong and anything like that. But I was down with it, because if they didn't pay to get my car out the negative, and it was only $35 to pay, to get out the negative, like, I wouldn't have been able to use my card anyway. So it wasn't like, okay, I needed to do this for my benefit. Like, I was just like, okay, well, the only thing, that's benefiting me in this time, and I don't have anything to lose, basically. I was thinking of it that way. I didn't think I would be fully responsible, because I've already had problems with this rental company in the past. So I honestly didn't really trust them. So that's why we had to leave after being told the terms to go put the money on the car. It wasn't like, oh, we came up in there and I already told her that all you have to do is pay this to get my card out the negative or anything like that. I made sure it was going to be okay, and what type of responsibility I would have to possess. And they did all of this. They told, like, I'm leaving the rental company. I didn't even see them give her the keys. So I'm like, okay, if y'all didn't care so much about, if I had so much authority at that time, like, why did she get the keys and I didn't get the keys? But I didn't know all of this as I was leaving the rental company. So when I left the rental company, they gave them the car, did the inspection, whatever they had to do. But I was working for Uber at the time, so I was trying to go make my own money, like, so that I can get my money, my bank account out the negative, or be able to even use my bank account and have more money in it now that it's not in that negative. So I didn't think anything of it. And then she tried to charge my car without my permission. Like, it came time for her to return back the car, and she tried to charge my card. And I already, you already know. You already got me out of zero. You think I'm just going to have money in there automatically? And I wasn't really trying to do that fast anyway, but charged my car. Didn't even tell me that she needed the car more. Okay, baby. She didn't even tell me she needed the car more, and she just tried to charge my car. And then so now the rental car company is contacting me and saying, like, oh yeah, your card isn't going through, you need to bring the car back. And I was like, oh, I didn't even know. Like, I didn't know I would be in touch with all of this. Like, you knew when you got to bring your car back, you knew what money you paid for your car. And Anyway, I feel like I had to break down the story more than I wanted to, but I think this could probably help someone. But I timestamped everything. If you're not interested in this, and you're just interested in hearing what my mommy Cleo has to say about your past, present, future repetition, baby. Okay, reputation, baby. Okay, but and they call and I say, I didn't even know. Like, I was actually about to go Uber then. And then so I had to take time out, go to the rental company, see what they're talking about. Because I couldn't even get contact with the girl, like, to ask her, like, why are they even trying to charge my car? Like, do you have more money to put on the car? Like, that's all how even I was coming from it. I didn't even think, like, nothing wrong was happening. And I was just coming from it in a way where I was like, okay, you got more money, you need the car longer than you said, like, okay, let me know how I can put more money on the car, like, still in a friendly demeanor, and and you just tried to charge my car without my permission. Like, I still feel that way, because I wasn't even thinking of you trying to pull something. So I go to the rental place because I couldn't get in contact with her, and I asked them, like, what's going on. And they say, well, it seems like they're using your car, so you're the main you're the main person, and if you're sitting here without our car and you don't even know where the car is. And I'm just like, because I didn't think I was responsible for the car. You think I would even allow that? I didn't need no car. Like, I have my own car, so I didn't need no car. Like, in reality, they were trying to steal the car, and it just be on me. Like I stole it, and I didn't. I didn't even need the car. And they was like, well, and at this time, like, I'm still thinking, like, she's my friend, like, so I'm not trying to call the police on her, take things out of proportion without actually getting in touch with her. And they like, yeah, you don't know where the car is, you don't even know how to secure the car. It was like, well, and I was like, well, I didn't know none of this was happening. I was on my way to try to start working, and like, if I would have known, like, this would have been an issue, I would have took care of this first, like, and so I finally got in contact with her anyway. And she hits a fucking switch on me and says, like, unless you can give me money, I'm not going anywhere. Like what the hell? Like, all right, they're telling me to file a police report on you if I can't get the car from you. I'm not trying to go through that. Like even you just threatened me, and you just said, oh, if you can't give me no money, like, I'm not doing nowhere, I'm not leaving anywhere, because she was, like, going to donate plasma, but I'm like, that's not my fault. You should have planned accordingly. Like I didn't have no problem. I was like, you just got to give me some money to put on the car so they won't be thinking you're trying to steal the car. She's like, yeah, like I said, unless you can pay me the money, give me some money, I'm not leaving nowhere, because, it looks like I'm trying to take her, from getting money, like, and I'm like, that's not really what it is, but I don't want to have to call the police. I don't want to have to file a police report over a car that's neither one of ours. Like, we can't pay for the car. Like, just give them back their car and then try again some other time. Like, still, I'm like, even, okay, if you need a ride back, like, I could take you back wherever you need to go, like, if you bring the car up here, I'll be able to give you a ride back home. I'm offering you all of that after you just said that to me. And then she gets even more mad and says, well, don't ask us to do business together again. And I said, oh, you thought I was going to want to do business with you after this? Like, you didn't even ask me. And then she just hangs up the phone, stopped answering the phone. So I don't even know, like, what to do. I don't even know, like, I try to call, like, some friends, like, maybe they can meet me somewhere to help me bring back the car. Like, if she needed to stay there, since she needed to stay there so badly, I'm like, okay, well, maybe I could call a friend, and, like, they'll drive the car there for me, and then I'll bring them back, whatever. And, I knew this was the first day, and I feel like this is why my mom, this is coming out on my mom's reading. Like, I didn't think I was going to say that much about, I wanted to focus on her. And it's coming out on her reading because, like, during this incident, she made herself blatantly clear about everything. Like, the shit she said to me, during this time, what I had to say back, like, even, you know, like the loving things I would still say. Like, I felt like that came from her, you know, like, even though that's something I would do, but it only came from her because she knew that was something I would do. And then so I was just like, okay, well, this is only coming out on this just to let you guys know, because the person who did this to me, that I'm gonna end up saying that they did this, if you didn't never hear the story before, but I felt like I've spoken about the story in pieces, and, you know, it wasn't really in detail like this. But, you know, if you heard the story before, like I said, I timestamped everything, so, you know, like, just go to the part you're more interested in. So I won't waste your time, and I thank you again for your time, especially if you're new here, and even if you're OG here. I really appreciate you both, you know, like, whatever group of people you're here. But yeah, so this person who did this to me, she's missing her hand. And, you know, like, so when I came across this angel, it reminded me of this person, you know, like, I was just like, even though this is like her forearm, the whole arm is missing, you know, like, I was thinking about, you know, like, this person reminded me of that. So I thought it was black magic. Like, I was like, oh, hell nah, I'm not keeping that shit, okay? But then, you know, like, my mom made me, you know, look at the beauty in her, and, you know, like, it's just still a beautiful thing, even though this is broken. It just probably got dropped on accident or something like that. So I cleaned it and, you know, called it my angel that never left, you know, because it could have been from the person who lived here before, but I feel like it wasn't. It wasn't from the person who lived here before. Like, yeah, I scratched my nose after that too, you know, twice. You know, like, they said it wasn't from them. It was from spirit, you know, it's from God. And, you know, like, so because this statue reminded me of this person who attacked me for no reason, you know, basically a reason that was beyond any of our control, you know, like, you hurt me for something that wasn't either one of ours. Like, any other situation wouldn't have even landed you with this item. Like, you hurt me as if, like, I took this item from you. But long story short, I was looking for friends, but, you know, nobody was answering. It's like, so I really noticed my mom's presence, and I noticed my mom's voice, you know, like, my soul's voice, however you would identify it. But I felt like my mom was coming in here prevalently. And like I said, for the good stuff I was offering, you know, like, to show, like, nah, like, you're still even thinking in this nice way, even though, like, I feel like beating her ass right now. Like, that's how my mom is, you know, like, she be wanting to beat people's ass, okay? She loves to fight, okay? And so nobody was answering their phone, so I go to the place, the blood bank. Luckily, I knew where that was, like, and go there. And I didn't expect I didn't even know what I could expect. I was even willing to just sit there, because what the rental place told me, it was Enterprise, okay? Enterprise. Because they've been doing spell work on me. And I guess that's even why this fucking thing coming in. Because they not supposed to make me do that. They not supposed to even make me, you know, even write the police report on. Like, it shouldn't have been in my hands at all. That's what, you know, like, my mom said, God said, you know, like, it never was supposed to be towards me. You know, like, I didn't do anything. You know, like, and if you signed up my card to just be an additional driver, why do I end up having full responsibility as the primary driver without even knowing that? And you didn't give me the keys. Like, if I had that responsibility, I'm telling you that deal wouldn't have happened, because I've already had, like, misconstrued words with Enterprise. So when they just told me, like, okay, in order to use your card, in order for your card to work, you just need to be added as an additional driver, like you would add a kid, like you would add a teenager on your drivers or your insurance or something like that. So I didn't think anything of it. Like, how could I be responsible for it? And I'm telling y'all, I don't have no money on this card, okay? So if you want to use this card, you got to pay to use this card, not even for my benefit, because I'm okay with not using my card, okay? I understand what I need to do to use my card, and that isn't able to happen right now, and I'm okay with that. You need my card, okay? Not me. So I go to the place, and her boyfriend, you know, he was even on my side. It's like, she shouldn't be mad at you. She shouldn't have told you that, you know, like, and stuff like that. He's even on my side. He was outside in the car, and all the windows were down in the car, and the key was in the car. He goes in, because he even says to me, like, yeah, it takes her longer to give blood because she's bigger and stuff. Like, he's her boyfriend, and later on turned husband, saying all of this shit to me, like, and I'm just like, this is how fucked up this is. And I'm just like, I just want them to have their car back, because I don't want to deal with this. Like, I don't need to never speak to you again or nothing. And she, like, and he goes in there and he's like, let me go check and see, like, what, like, where she is in the process. He went to go check, and he left the key in the car. He left everything in the car, the windows down. And my mom tells me, take this opportunity now or you will regret it. Because how she was acting like she was not, even if she came out that blood bank, she wasn't going to bring the car back. And so I didn't really know what it meant to hear my mom's voice that clearly, but I just obeyed. And like I said, I didn't even know the keys were in the car. I just parked my car and ran to the car. Didn't even know, like, if I would be able to drive off. And I was able to drive off. And as I was driving off, he comes out the door. I even think she came out the door at that time. And yeah, because they were blowing me up and she's threatening me, like, you gonna have to see me, bitch, and all this type of stuff. And all I was trying to do was take a car that didn't belong to either one of us back to the person or place that it belonged to. And I even had to, like, stretch, like, risk them doing something to my car, like, because I had to leave my car there to, handle somebody else's car. That's not even mine. I'm going through all of this for a car that's not mine, and I didn't care to have that car, okay? And yeah, my car was better than that car, and that car was younger than mine, like, so I'm like, I don't have no, motive to want this car. So I go there, like, and even then, like, I'm glad, nothing happened. My car was protected because, like, they went to my house, and the kicker is, like, at this point in time, that's why I thought we were friends, because I was staying with her sister, I was staying with her sister. So her sister, like, I don't even know what to say about her right now, but I just know, like, because how it looked like I was scared of her sister. I was scared of, this girl that was going through this, and it wasn't. Like, I was on my way to go make money. So once I did what I had to do that deterred me from my plans in the first place, that's what I did. They thought I was going to come back to the house and then waiting on them to, look for me. Like, okay, I know you know where I live, like, but that's not what my plan was. My plan wasn't even to come and get this car from you. Like, I had to even risk my car being damaged. And they go to my place, her sister's place at the time, and tells them, like, yeah, they lucky I was about to bust her windows out of her car, like, all that type of stuff. And I knew that. As a psychic, I knew, like, that's what they would think to do. But I still had to take that risk because my mom told me, or, however you would look at it. But I believe it was my mom, like, blatantly, telling me, and I scratched my nose after that, like, no, like, your shit gonna be protected, but take this car back, because she's acting like she's trying to steal a car, but it's gonna be placed on you because now they're looking at you as the sole owner and they thinking you trying to make up something. And that's what I even told her. I was like, they want me to write a police report on you. I don't want to have to go through that. Like, when we could just simply give a car back. It's not, I'm scared of you. It's none of that. It's like, just give them their car back. I don't have to answer to no police or talk to no police or nothing like that. But she was embarrassed. She got a car taken from even under her man's watch. Instead of being mad at her man, like, why did her man leave the key in the car? I believe he did all of that on purpose, or God orchestrated it like that. But I believe he did it on purpose, because, like I said, he said, like, she shouldn't be telling you that. She shouldn't be talking to you like that. Like, that's your girl. Like, why you ain't why you ain't on her side? But you knew how bad your girl was. So, after all that happened, she didn't get to find me at her sister's house. So her sister looked at that as me running from her sister, and that wasn't really it. I literally, when that happened, when I dropped the car off, they brought me back to my car, and I just went on by my merry way. I didn't even give a fuck like about her saying what she said. I saw what she said on Facebook, and some people, when I told them the story, they was like, yeah, you should have said something back. But I'm just like, why I gotta say something back to you for something that I didn't even want to deal with that shit. That was a stupid ass fucking thing. Stupid ass thing. Like, that's a stupid ass thing to have to deal with. Like, give them their fucking car back. You ain't gonna get away easily trying to steal a car from a rental place. You not gonna get away with that. I don't give a fuck how slick you think you could be. And I am damn sure not about to take the fall for it. And I didn't even touch the car. I didn't even know what the fucking car looked like before I had to get into it. Only reason why I knew is because he was coming out the car. I didn't know nothing about this car. So I shouldn't even have to be responsible for it. And that's why God said that. You know, like, no, you shouldn't have had to even do that. I shouldn't have had to go procure the car, and you're threatening to call the police on me and saying I'm trying to steal a car because it's in my name automatically out of nowhere, and I wasn't even aware of it. Like, you wouldn't have been able to rent that car to her if you would have told me, no, you're gonna have to be the main person on there. No, because I know the responsibility that comes with being a main person. Like I said, I was thinking of it like you putting me on there as like a child on someone's insurance. If a child on someone's insurance gets in trouble, the person who owns the insurance is gonna have to pay. I knew that. Y'all didn't give me the keys, so why did y'all do that? Like, why did y'all even switch anything up in the system and not tell me? Like, because it would have went a different way. I'm telling you. Like, I was not thirsty for money. Okay, I was not thirsty for money, and I was not thirsty to get my shit out the fucking negative. Like I said, I was okay with not using the card because I knew what you need to do to use the card. Okay, if you're not gonna do that, then we both can't use the card. Okay, so you needed to use the card, so you was willing to pay to use the card. Now you don't have the money to pay to use the card, and you think I'm just gonna have it out my ass? You didn't even get it. You didn't even get it with me already having it on the card. But yeah, so. Thank you so much for listening to my story. But yeah, like, she attacked me in the shower. So when I saw this statue, like, this person came to my mind. And she attacked me, and my mom was in my ear and said, don't hit her. She said, don't hit her because this person is missing a hand. But I don't know if y'all know, like, when you are missing a limb like a hand softens the blow, okay? So when that hand is removed, the bone is just exposed. So she was hitting me upside my head, in my face, with a fucking bone. And y'all know how strong bones are. Y'all could Google that. Like, bones are, like, very strong. They could be broken, but, you know, they're very strong. And she was hitting me with her bone for no reason. And this is my first time ever, you know, being able to tell the story without crying. I think when I told the story before, I was crying, but like, because I had to develop this. Like, I had to feel the hate that my mom felt, because when that happened, even like her sister's boyfriend was on my side. Like she didn't deserve that. What y'all gonna do that? And what the lie they were going around saying, they gave me $1,500 on my card, so I shouldn't have taken their car. What? If the $1,500 was there, they wouldn't have called me. So how did you give me $1,500? What would I have done with $1,500? Where was it? Because none of that would have happened. Been like, oh, it's $1,500. They wouldn't have called me and said my car was didn't have enough funds for another day. And yeah, and they were doing me a favor, so that's why I was like even hesitant when I would tell the story to like say what company it was, because they did me a favor, and it was like, okay, because she kept it over the time, you got to pay for that time, right? And they was like, since you know, it seems like you're sincere, you know, like, even though like the facts are this, you know, you don't know where the car is, and you don't even know how to get in touch with the person with the car, like, if you can get the car to us within the hour, we won't charge you for none of today. So that's what I was trying to do, and I did my due diligence, tried to call other people to make it easier, and then I was like, okay, well, if that's the case, like you could drive the car there, or I could drive the car there, and you drive with me so I can have a ride back, like, and I did all of that on faith. I forgot like they could even drive the car for me, because I would have told her that on the phone, like, been like, okay, here's what we'll do, like I'll bring their car back, they're gonna bring me back to my car, and then I'll take you home after you finish doing your blood, like, then it was gonna be all good. But I didn't even know, I didn't remember that, because I dealt with them before. I didn't remember they just give you rides back to your car or whatever, back to your home if you need to, like after you return your car. So it's just like, I did all the best that I can, and that's what I get. I get attacked by you, and your sister lets you in the house, like thinking like I'm scared of her, like oh yeah, she needs to be caught or something, like, because after a while her sister started hating me just out of nowhere too. And so I was really trying to work, like sometimes I wouldn't even come home for, come to her house for like 24 hours, and like, so like, because I was working all night, all day, like, so that I can raise up enough money to get out the house, like, because I'm like, everybody feel like I'm doing something against them for no reason. And her sister would get mad because I would be out for 24 hours. I'm like, I'm not in your face. I'm not in your man's face. You don't have to worry about your man looking at me in a certain type of way. I would even be like kind of scared to go back home, because I don't want her man to start looking at me in a certain type of way and then wishing she was me. And I didn't want that. So I would like, when I would come in the house, it would be kind of way after they went to bed, or around the time they probably would have been to bed. So like, I wouldn't really have to cross their path, and I'll wake up early in the morning. So her sister lets her in, and then she, picks open the lock and attacks me while I was about to get in the shower. I don't flip-flops, and I fall in the hallway, and my mom's like saying, don't hit her at all. And even when then, like, I'm like, didn't you get your stuff? Like, because she was like, yeah, you better bring my stuff. Like, I left everything as it was, because I'm like, okay, your name is on the cars, like, you can go get your stuff, like, so if you needed to do that, I was offering you a good way out. So you want to get mad at me and say all this unnecessary stuff? Okay, you come and get your stuff then. Like, didn't you get your stuff? Like I even asked, like, didn't you get your stuff? Like, I see if I left your stuff and it got lost, because, or you couldn't get it because I'm the main one on the thing now. I see. I'm even trying to see then, but I'm just like, I shouldn't even have to care then, because I tried to do it the right way, and you blatantly wanted to just steal from people. You just wanted to steal the car. Like, that is crazy. And I'm like, I'm not about to be responsible for that. You can go try to steal somebody else car, somebody car under somebody else's name, not me. I don't need a car. Like, why would I want to steal one? But anyway, and that's not even me. I wouldn't want to steal a car. Like, shit. But yeah, so yeah, she lets her in there, and my mom's like, as she's hitting me like with this bone, my mama said, don't hit her. You know how hard that was to do? Like, and I started becoming numb to her hits. Then her boyfriend finally said, like, okay, you got her, stop, but she was gonna still keep going. Like, for what? Like, really, for what? Anyway, but and then she even takes my phone and slams it, yanks my phone on my hand. Like, we're tug-of-warring with my phone. And yanks it, like, and I like, some of the glass cut me. Cause she, like, I think it was like, it dropped or something. I don't know, but she dropped it in the hallway. Then she went outside and slammed it in the parking lot so it could be, like, busted up in pieces, so I wouldn't call the police or anything like that. And luckily at that time I had 2 phones, so I was able to do anything I needed to do, and then that phone, like, was, like, really destroyed. Like, it was destroyed. I tried to get the screen fixed, and the camera was still destroyed, like. And she still had the nerve to say, and I'm not done with you yet. All for what? So I knew, like, when all of that was happening, I knew, like, my mom was telling me stuff, and my mom was like, nah, let me handle it. And like I said, well, I was about to say her sister's boyfriend was like, they about to get it, you know, like they like, because you don't do that to somebody, like, especially somebody like her, and not to just be like, oh yeah, sniffing in my ass, or, you know, like just taking my side over his girlfriend or anything like that, or their family and stuff like that. Like, it's like she didn't do nothing for you to do that to her. And during that time, I didn't really know how ferocious my mom was for me. I knew like there would be times where it would be my mom's signature that she got somebody back on my behalf. But like, I just knew, like, even if it wasn't just my mom, like, I felt like God felt horrible about this. Like, I felt like this person needs to pay, okay? This person is gonna pay. And this person is gonna wish they were dead after they did this to you. And I felt it. And I'm scratching my nose. Like, I felt it. And I would, like, when I would think about what she did to me, I would, like, get this pitiful look. Like, as if I'm feeling sorry for them. Like, but it's like, I'm feeling sorry for you, because I just know, like, something bad, really bad can happen to you for doing that to me. You know, like, and I didn't know half of how much I was special back then than I do now. So for her to come up right now, the full-fledged is out. Because now like I said, I had to work through it to feel a certain type of way, to even not cry when I tell the story. Like, they had to feed me hate about this person. Feed it to me. To feed me hate. Why? Why you gotta feed me hate? Why you gotta make me feel the anger you were feeling? Because they know how I feel towards people. How I would try to make excuses for them. How I would try to just make the thing right because I want it to go away. They like, no, you need to hate this motherfucker. Because no one deserves to be treated how you were treated in that situation. Why would she do that to you? Like, and they didn't let that shit go. I knew as it was happening, they wasn't gonna let it go. Especially when they was telling me don't do it. And somebody was like, yeah, no, you should have hit her back. You should let her hit you a little bit and hit her back. But this person is missing a hand. They would have saw how I was the villain in this situation if I hit back. I was already thinking that, but more confirmation was when my mom was saying don't even hit her back. I knew not to hit her back, because they will automatically look at her as a disabled person just because she's missing a hand. But in reality, that missing hand is making her more dangerous and ferocious, and feel like she can do that to a lot of people. This man she was with, she would hit him upside the head. She called it her good hand. And all this type of stuff. That's why he could say all this stuff to me, like, yeah, she shouldn't be mad at you, but not say that to her. Because he was scared of her in reality. I was surprised he was able to even convince her to get off of me. But I'm glad it was that. I'm glad it was. Because I was just even sitting there like, I can't hit her back. And I'm just like, why is this happening to me? Why are you doing this to me? Like, you got your stuff. It's not our car, you know, like, and I even said, I'm sorry for no reason. I didn't have to be sorry. You should have been sorry. But I don't know why she wanted me to open up with so much of this, but I'm almost thinking, I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna make this into collective and not do what I was gonna do. Yeah, scratch my head. So I'm gonna make this into a collective, but this is gonna be a pickle card. So I'm gonna do another video with the pickle card, but I really needed to introduce her, and she used that story to introduce her, because I called her the angel who never left, you know, like a fun play on words, but, you know, in real life, like, my mom never left, you know, and people treated me like my mom was not here because she was not here in physical, but she was like more closer to me in non-physical than she was to me in physical. So this, I guess I really feel like this story needed to help somebody. Even if that exact situation didn't happen to you, there's been times where you probably had to take losses and you was wondering, why I gotta take a loss? Why I gotta take a loss? What did I do? Was I bad? Was I not supposed to do that? Are you punishing me? Like, I didn't know. Like, I really didn't know. But they like, no, I ain't punish you at all because you didn't know. That's why I'm fucking pissed. I literally, I felt the G in God. Like I felt the G in God when that happened to me. And that's why I went, like, even when it happened, I waited a whole day to even tell somebody that happened to me. And my mom always reminds me of like, you really don't tell nobody. You really don't tell nobody. Because I know, like, because everybody I was told after that, they was like, oh, I want to fight now. I want to fight. And it'll calm them down when I say this happened yesterday. Because they know who I am. I don't deserve that. Like, I'm a sweet ass person, you know, like, and people say, yeah, if you got to say you nice or you sweet or, you know, you're not really nice or sweet. No, I could say that because I've been convinced that I am very nice. I'm actually too sweet and nice, they say. And like I said, I heard the G. I felt the G in God. Like, nah, I'm never going to forget this. And she's going to always pay for this. And she just thinking, I know I'm going through a test and a trial from God. Nah, you're going through a trial with God. Keep getting called back in jail. Keep getting called back in, court or whatever. But you going through that because of what you just did to me. And that's what God thinks about me. That's what my mommy thinks about me. Your mommy, your God, our God, however you look at it, thinks about you. What they really be bringing up to me when people do something to me, what they go to them and say, even if they don't hear these words, they be like, her, 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 her. You hurt her? For what again? Her. I must didn't hear you right. That's how gangster they are. That's why I said these are gods and goddesses. I felt the G. Like, her? That's like really fucking with a child that does nothing to you. Nothing. And you just find something wrong. Because somebody else, or because basically you don't want to feel embarrassed, because that's what everybody kept saying to me too. Like, yeah, she was showing out in front of that dude, and I'm just like, is it really worth that? Because I didn't know the extent of what God will do or my mommy will do, but I knew my mommy will do something. Okay. And it was like, that shows how strong you are, though, at the end of the day. And I couldn't hold on to that, because I felt like I just took a loss for nothing. And I was trying to search for where I went wrong. And there's been instances where you guys never went wrong, but you searched for that reason and you found something. And then you like, oh, yeah, this is where I could have went wrong. No. There will be instances where you're not wrong at all. But they wanted to see how far this motherfucker was willing to go with her. Or him. Him? You touched them? You did this to them? Him? Her? Like I said, when they, like, I felt like that her was like echoing. Like, her? Like, everybody comes to my rescue. And I'm not just saying this to brag. Like, everybody. Like, it be like they stack up in trucks and Hummers and shit when something happens to me. Like, her? Somebody who we can't fucking get to do wrong no matter what. No matter if we be like, you ain't gonna get in trouble. I'd be like, no, I don't want to do it. Her? That's why they don't want nobody to fuck with me, because they're like, we can't even get her to do wrong. Even if we like, no, you covered. No. You covered. No. Oh, nah. I thought he was saying no. Like, nah. That was good synchronicity still. But yeah, like nah, we can't get her to do wrong. And saying like, no, you'll be covered. They'll tell me to take something, or like just do something. Let's just say that they'll just tell me to do something out of nowhere. And knowing like I wouldn't want to do it, but they'll tell me to do it and be like, I'm gonna cover you. You're not gonna get in trouble. Like, and it normally when people say stuff like that, you can kind of bet on them getting in trouble. like they're probably gonna set you up. They don't like they'll set it up like it's that, but it's not. Like, it's really not that. That's how much they don't want me. Like, they want me to, not be that nice, sweet person who never wants to do wrong, who never deserves to be violated, because what they did, they violated my aura space. You got in my bubble for no reason, and you weren't invited there. So that's like grave punishment. That's you might as well should have killed her, like punishment, because you're gonna be punished just as bad. That's how they coming after your enemies. That's how, yeah, scratch my nose. So, what I'm going to do is, I was very excited to do this as a pick a card, but I'm going to, let this be what it's going to be. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see what it's going to be, but Sphinxy was like calling out to me. This is my big Sphinx. This OG Sphinx right here. Okay, yeah, she's that, if you tell her anything about her or him, she will taunt you, okay? And Ramses, okay, he don't think first, okay? Like, I feel like when people do stuff and Ramses could be involved, or Ramses ends up being involved, they kind of try to hide it from Ramses. Like, they'll be like, oh yeah, well, we know that was fucked up, but don't let Ramses know. Like, I feel like that's how people are coming after your enemies too. Like, the motherfuckers who wasn't supposed to know, they found out, okay? And they mad at the motherfuckers who was trying to hide it from them. Like, oh, you trying to hide? If I would have known that shit, I would have been beat that motherfucker's ass, okay? That's who Ramses is, okay? No. But this is more of the Sphinx. But I love her because she, gives me Gigi energy, and she smiles. My OG Sphinxy, she don't smile because she don't play, okay? But she been wanting to talk to y'all. I mean, I feel like she could be coming after an enemy like that. Somebody did something very recently, especially if you're like drawn to Sphinxes, when you see the artwork or attractions, you're drawn to that. King Tut, his face is a Sphinx or Pharaoh energy, in general, and favorite of Ra. Yeah, I mean, Pharaohs mean favorite of Ra. That's what Ra told me, and you remember I just said, they like her or him, like, oh, no. And Ra is another form of Ramses. Like, you didn't want Ra to find out, Ra, you wanted Ra to stay out of it, okay? But Ra found out, and Ra is about to do something. So, and Sphinx likes to be called a woman and a man. I mean, well, it is a woman and a man, but she likes to be called a woman. And I spoke a lot about my mother, today. And like I said, I thought this was gonna be a pick a card, focus on her, but I guess this is just a announcement about even someone's ferocious mother, how God has some ferocity towards you. You could also be highly connected to Yemaya and Oshun. See, that's mother and daughter relationship as well. Olakun, which is her husband, could be also close to you as well. Like, you got daddy out his chair. You know, I'm getting that guy that played on well, the show Goldbergs. He never, like, he comes home and he takes off his pants at the door and he sits in a chair and watches the same shows every day. And he don't like to be bothered with nobody. He act like he here, but he don't really hear. He don't want nobody to come to him unless it's an emergency. And if he gotta cater to an emergency, you messed up something because you made him miss his show or whatever he was watching and stop what he was doing and get out his comfort zone. Okay. And he like, yeah, I ain't in it. As long as y'all don't bring it to me, I ain't in it. And now Rod's like, okay, y'all brought it to me. Y'all now in it. Okay. And the moon could be close to you. You could be a Cancer or Pisces as well. So I guess I can just end this and, you know, do what I really was supposed to do. I'm not sure, you know, where this needed to go, but like I said, I ended with like how Ra, or, you know, God, your mother figure in general, father and mother figures in general, could be mad and angry about what's going on to you, especially if you have both on the other side, or, you know, in either one on the other side. They're ferocious for you. Like, they love that word right now. Like, and so the mermaids could be very close to you as well. Yeah, so definitely, because like I said, this was supposed to be a pick a card, so I was gonna say, like, definitely by this time you watching this, there's gonna probably be a pick a card coming up, or it's gonna be a pick a card available from Miss Mommy Cleopatra, okay, aka Mommy Mare, okay. It's gonna be about her, and I'm very excited to deliver it. And I thought it was gonna go here today, but she wanted to highlight another part of her and another aspect of her, and maybe to get you guys ready, you know, like, for who she is. I didn't do her enough justice today because she didn't want me to focus on her. But I feel like I did her justice in what she wanted to say. Did I do justice? But yeah, she gives me this certain look. It's so cute. When she's pleased and satisfied, it's just so beautiful. Michael Jackson could be here. Hey, Michael Jackson. And Whitney Houston, like, those people, Elvis, like, those people that people used to fall out for when they go to their concerts. Like, she gives me that, like, look, and that means she's just blown away. And I honestly, I wanted to stop so many times telling this story because I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. I feel like I'm just talking to them. Okay, what am I doing? But I think that was for a reason. That's, you know, something that needs to come out. And especially if something's like, I feel like somebody similar, maybe not that story, but something happened, like, where they were y'all was wondering, like, where did I go wrong? What could I have done better? And there was nothing you could have done better. Nothing. Okay? Absolutely nothing. It was just someone's I don't know, but I feel like misunderstanding is not doing it justice, but like their lack of not working on themselves, their lack of not being able to look at themselves and see where they're going wrong at that time. Like, this whole time, like I said, like she was saying, you know, like, if you can't give me money, you know, like, I'm not leaving nowhere. Like, you don't see how you're wrong in the first place. Like, why are you trying to charge her card? Like, and that's like, I felt like I've never heard spirit so much, and this happened over now it's over 6 years ago. And I was able to confront her, and, you know, like, she had no remorse. But God, especially my younger self forced me to confront her about, you know, what that is, because she felt she was justified. She was going around lying to people, saying she gave me money, and I took her money and took the car as well. Like, why would I do that? Why would I go through all of that? Like, I was on my way to do my own thing. Like, I wasn't thinking about a car. I thought y'all took the car back. I didn't even really remember when you had to take the car back, because that wasn't my business. I didn't think it was my business, but it was all my business. So that could also even be a message for somebody. Like, motherfuckers, you know, set things up as if it wasn't your business, but it actually was all your business. And you could have taken a fall for something that you're not supposed to take a fall in. But because they set it up in that type of way, it's something like this. Like, you took the fall and you were sacrificed in some type of way because they set it up that way. And it was no benefit to you. This could be literal death sacrifices. So what I would do is, since I'm talking about that, maybe it'll tell me about some of these loved ones that are on the other side, especially if they're parents. I hope they come out. But this is my deck. Like, it describes your ancestors, or your passed on loved ones. First of its kind. Okay. Okay. All right. Someone who died in 2015. They could have been born or died in 2015. I'm gonna move Miss B real quick. Thank you, Miss B. Okay, you look so cute. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna do no cards. Okay. Okay, 2015, 2023. Ooh, that was recently. Okay, born or died 2023. I also add in, like, they could be reminding you of that year, but a twin flame, so someone's significant other. All right, 1957, you or them, born, died, or they remind you of that year. Yeah, so any years that come out, that's what I think of, like you or other, but especially 2015, that could be somebody's child. A child could be hot as fish grease about what happened to their mother or their father, even their, just their parents. I mean, their family. Someone ruled by Uranus, which is Aquarius. So this could be Aquarius. And it's funny because before I started this reading, because my mommy, she's so cute, she's been like debating whether she wanted me to do her reading. Yes, baby. Well, I wanted to do a reading, and then I was like, okay, well, give me another topic to do. And Aquarius came up. Like, so Aquarius person, their Aquarius is in judgment, and I'm glad that this come out. Like, so Aquarius is in judgment, or Aquarius is after somebody on this earth, and they are not pleased. Okay, it could be a grandpa I'm getting as well. Passed on loved one who was an activist. I love that. I thought of Malcolm X at the beginning, but like, you could have just been a fan of him. Their name begins with a C, but it could also end with a C. I'm getting Isaac from that. It could be Isaac from the Bible. Someone who died due to protest. So someone who died it could have been a Black Lives Matter protest. I just got Malcolm X energy when the activists came out, so that's like very significant. And like, even like the protests don't have to be like, I'm getting like, they don't have to be like outside marching, looting and all that stuff. Like, they could just like be a part of a group that was known to protest against different things, even if it's not during the civil rights era. I'm getting passed on loved one who was a grandmother. See, the mother energy. I love it. Okay, I love that. Someone who was drugged. Okay, so a grandmother could have also been drugged, but like, see, these are the people they're describing. Someone born or died in 1940, you or them. Passed on loved one who was an honorary family member. And remember, I think I just mentioned something like that. Like, they didn't have to be your family or something like that. I don't know, but like the people. Yeah, like everybody like start coming in Jeeps and shit, like Hummers and shit, and jumping out of helicopters and shit. I feel like it's because like some of these people aren't your family, but they looked at you as family. And like, but an honorary family member is here. Someone who was a friend is here. Someone who was an author. Beautiful. I also just got Coretta Scott King, Martin Luther King, and yes, baby, yes, baby. Okay, mommy about to get it. Someone who names ends with the L-A, or could have been from L-A. Their name could start with the A-L as well. I'm getting even Allah. Hi, Allah. Someone, a loved one who is a seraphim. Yeah, this is a big ass angel, protective angel, and that's why they just so pissed about what something happened to you. It could have been a similar situation, or like a situation where you were really questioning, like, where did I go wrong? You didn't go nowhere wrong, and that's why they about to get it. Someone who liked to knit, okay, and someone who died from malpractice. But that came out earlier when I used this on myself. Departed loved one who was a nanny. This kept coming out too. So you I'm getting even someone could have been a nanny to this person who passed on. Like, and I'm even hearing like somebody just found out that like they used to babysit a kid and they found out that kid passed on 1943. And someone who was an workaholic, someone who really loved to work. And that was funny because in my story I'm telling y'all like how I was just focused on getting to the bag. I was focused on getting to the bag, doing my Ubers, okay? Because I was signed up for Uber, Lyft, and, you know, like the delivery service for food. So I was just trying to make my money and stack up and leave, you know, like, and struggle on my own. If that's the case, I'm like, everywhere I went, like, people were hating on me and finding a reason, like, to put me out and stuff, you know, just for no reason. Like, I would come home and be like, well, you gotta go, I will give you 2 days to pack up your shit. Like, what? Okay. So I was like, I felt that coming. And, you know, her sister didn't do it not too long before that, so I already knew it was coming. Passed on loved one who was an ex-lover, boyfriend or girlfriend, and yeah, and a twin flame. So this ex-lover could have been really your twin flame. Someone ruled by Venus, or a Taurus, or a Libra. And 1986, you were them. 1976, you were them. They were died in there as well. Well, during there, someone who can really cook. Someone's name ends with the O. I got D'Angelo for something, so someone's name could be D'Angelo. But I also got the song "How Does It Feel." A lover keep coming up. A departed loved one who was a veteran. You know, so someone who served in the military. I even got grandpa from this. And you know, like some earlier years was coming up, like 48 and 43, you know, and that means they could be like 80 years old right now, or was 80 years old, around 80 years old when they passed away. And so I'm getting like that could have been a grandpa. Like I get heavy grandpa. Grandpa is not fucking playing. And remember, I brought up Rod. I was like, her, him. But the part of a loved one who was a doctor, they could have been a doctor in the military too. Someone who passed on from having a stroke or a brain attack. Okay, I almost even said heart attack as well, so that could also be something. Passed on loved one who was related through adoption, so adoptive family member is here. You see, they hot as fish grease for you. You know, honorary family member, you know, like that could relate. Someone who died in jail or on the way. I always get Sandra Bland, Freddie Gray, even Eric Gardner. When I sense that, but you know, like anybody who that, or people's name could be that as well. Passed on loved one that died from a natural disaster or epidemic. So I highly got, you know, the what is it called? 19. The I-19. Okay, I don't know what I can say, but you know, I never really say that, you know, so I've got heavy X here because X like partners been coming up, but you know, someone's name ends in X. You remember I got Malcolm X earlier? That's funny. Someone who was a singer. I just got Tina Turner. And remember I mentioned Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. I got Aaliyah, Left Eye. A loved one who was assigned to you at birth. You know, like this is giving me like angelic energy. You know, like they could have even passed away like not soon after you were born. Passed on loved one who was a spouse, husband or wife. Wait, the twin flame came out. I'm like, oh, and a boyfriend, girlfriend. So, but boyfriend, girlfriend, husbands, wives, however, an admirer. Wow. So yeah, they've been wanting to be your boyfriend and girlfriend for a long time, and maybe they passed on before that can happen. And I'm sorry to hear that. 2000s, they could have been born or died in 2000s. Anytime. Someone who died from police brutality, and I mentioned a lot of Black Lives Matters today. Wow, I just got Tamir Rice, Mike Brown, Ahmaud Arbery, Trayvon Martin. Someone who died from being on death row. So I got Tookie from that. I think he was, but you know, like whoever you are, whoever you know. Someone who fell from something and then died. This is giving me elder energy. Wow. Okay. I didn't think I was going to pull this many out. Someone whose name ends in W. I even get starts at W. 1962. So they could be around 60 years old. or you could be around 60 years old. Someone who fell from a building. Wow, falling is very important, okay? And someone's name who ends in the S-A. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. And for some reason, when I repeated S-A, I was thinking about sexual assault as well. So that could be applying to someone here. I was gonna get you some money and affirmations, but I'm gonna instead of that, I'm gonna give you a closing message. It's so funny, y'all cute, okay? But these are messages I channeled directly from God, source, my higher self. However, you relate to it, but I believe it's all of them, my spirit team. So no one has these. These are my words, okay? And so you could think of people from the other side, especially if anybody resonated over here. I mean, I'm trying to hurry up and get off because I know my son's music is probably loud. I feel like I'm getting louder and louder. So, but yeah, so you could think of it coming from people that I described here, especially if any of those people applied here, or you could hear it coming from God or your higher self, reminding you of something in the future, even younger self. So, but sometimes I like to tell you guys to, like listen to the message and then decide who it could be coming from. But you can also just set the intention, to hear from those certain people if you have a specific person to hear from. Okay, so keep that in mind. And I'm just gonna go. All right. Thank you again so much for your messages. For your time today. And God and Goddess, especially Mommy Bear, Mommy Bear, for your messages today. I hope I really did y'all justice thus far, Miss B, who is the same as my mommy. Okay. But yeah, so it says everything is fine as is. Have you ever bought anything and then wanted to return it? Guess what? You can never return yourself. You could come back home to yourself and return to yourself, but never return it. Why not use yourself and make the best of him or her at this moment in order to change yourself for the future? Even then, that still isn't you changing yourself. It's just you recognizing your true essence. Do you see where this is going? There is no such thing as change when it comes to yourself. It's called growth. Hey, practice makes perfect. Keep it up, please. You're almost there. So, like I said, you could be hearing that for somebody on the other side. And wait, hold on. I was like, it was, because they pulled one out as I was reading this, and I can't remember which one it was. This one? Okay. This one? Okay. All right. So, I got a second one. Same applies. Have you been noticing the signs? Your spirit team is talking to you. Please take the time to notice the numbers, colors, animals, trees, plants, and the wonderful symbolism around you. If you hear someone arguing or having a loud conversation, try to see what they are saying. Not to be nosy or anything like that, laugh out loud, but to hear if there may be a message in there for you. Sometimes your spirit team projects that way. A random song you hear on the radio may be a love message from them. They do love you. Dreams, shows, shapes all serve a purpose. Notice the signs and your intuition. Don't ignore them. Okay, so that was messages to yourself. Do you? Huh? Okay. So, I thought I was about to end it right here, but my mom wants me to read. Okay, to read. I don't know what she wants me to call it, but I call it How I Healed Myself as a Child. Okay, so yeah, I'm just leave it like that. You don't have to set any intentions. This is just my own words, and because I was supposed to do her a pick a card, and I'm gonna do her a pick a card separately. I was gonna read this then, but she wants me to read it now. And it's so funny because I was like, she's so cute, because when I first I had already wrote this down somewhere else, and then I wrote it down to use in her reading, and she was like nervous about me reading it, and now she just like, I want you to read it now. So I don't know why that is, but I'm happy to read it. I wish it was more fitted to the reading like I wanted to at first, but I just go with the flow, and I think she's just so cute. But yeah, I love my mommy so much. But yeah, so it's called How I Healed Myself as a Child. When I was a young child, about 3 years old, I never liked to wake my mom. Something in me just told me that she needed sleep. So whenever I would wake up in the morning, I would quietly get out of the bed and sit on the floor because, I had things to do as a 3-year-old. On the floor, I wouldn't play with toys. I would write. My mom taught me how to look at things in newspapers and copy them. So that's what I would practice. I love doing it too. It actually makes me laugh, even to this day, when I reflect back on how every time my mom would finally wake up, she would look around and yell for me, like she had lost me or I had fallen off the bed. But she always looked and found me in the same place after she had done all of that. I would be at the foot of the bed in front of the TV, but I would never turn it on. I preferred to write because, again, I had things to do. So that's so cute. Like I laugh every time. Like it was so beautiful because when I wrote it down again, and I read it, she's just so cute. She's just so shy. Like when I talk about her, it makes her giddy inside, but she's so shy. She's a shy person. Like she's always been that way, and she still acts that way. As a big goddess like she is. So. And when I read it the second time, it's like when I read it the first time, I almost predicted it. Predicted that, and I loved it too. Because I was like, and I love to do this too, or something like that. Like before reading that, I loved it too. And even now when I just read it again, I still laughed. When I got that vision of her looking for me. Every time every time I would wake up before her, she would look for me the same way and find me in the same place. And so it's funny to me, and she's just so cute, and I'm glad she wanted me to read it, and I hope that message blessed you. And it was about me based on a true story, not for entertainment purposes only. It was about me, and it's a true thing, and she loved hearing about it when I first wrote it. So yeah, and it's not finished, so that's why I say I wasn't sure what to call it, but I titled it, as the start of how I healed myself as a child. And it's funny because I wanted to add to it as I wrote it, and I was just like, it was too much to add to it. And she is cute. I just can only describe it as so cute. She just, because my mom, I was going to save this for the pick card, but my mom, Cleopatra, everybody hurt her. I'm not even saying this as, to make you feel sorry for a girl. Everybody hurt her, from her young self to, when she had me and was living with me and, caring for me. And everybody hurt her. Everybody did all this stuff, and she didn't do anything to anybody. And she battled with so much, because people tried to hurt her. And in the midst of people hurting her, she had to she gives me this shell energy. She had to always draw inside. So I can only describe it as cute when I talk about her, because she's she's my best friend. And like I said, I like when she called me bitch. Because she really loves, she leans, if I feel her leaning on my shoulder like a friend, you understand me, and this is all I wanted people to do, is just understand me, just love me, treat me right, and I would do the same. I'm automatically doing that. And even though she gave that to people didn't give that to her. So I like I said, it's just cute, and it's just beautiful, you know, like that I'm the one that like she trusts to do it, you know, like, and she knows I can do it. And she even said, like, she was like, I wouldn't dare be caught on the camera, okay? I wouldn't dare, you know, because like I said, she is so shy, you know, like, but she's great at everything. Like, she's great at being a good person, but she's also like really smart, like very smart, like, but like, just imagine that type of person, like just holding all of that in, and you know, and not being able to express it, and nobody else even noticing that about her. And the most I've known about her is when I was a little girl. And so I'm just so thankful and blessed, and I feel blessed to even know that and be able to hold on to those memories about my mom, and be able to regurgitate them in a way where she's just so proud of me, and you know, like, and she's just cute in a way, like I can only just see cute, like the Betty Butte cute, like I just see cuteness, and she just is like her way of showing how proud she is of me. Like, she give me a big hug and a thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna show Cleo again. Okay, before I start crying. Okay, she gave me the Michael Jackson falling out again. She like, hi y'all, hi. Okay, she's like, don't show me. Okay, I'm crying. Okay, I'm crying. Like, I'm crying. Don't let them see me. Okay, I'm gonna get you. Well, bye y'all. Bye y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the reading. Come back and visit us in the future. Check out that picker card. Okay, that picker card gonna be the shit. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay, especially if you enjoyed this, and please don't forget to like the video. Like my baby video. See, she can get loud, but she's shy. She gave me this little. Like, yeah, but I would really like you guys to like the video. Because sometimes she does her Asian accent. Sometimes that comes out. Hey, really like the video. But for real, like the fucking video. That really helps. And I hope you come back and visit me, especially my pick a card. I love you. Quiet energy. Hey, quiet. She gave me another face. Like, she's so proud. Okay, I love her. But yeah, so yeah, come back and visit me in the future. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Like I said, I hope this message blessed you and you enjoyed it. Even if you couldn't apply it to your situation, I really do appreciate your time here today. And you know, subscribe, join this family. Please don't forget to like the video. She mean that, okay? She gonna come after you, okay? She gonna come after I'm saving it for the picker card because I almost had another story, but I'm gonna go. I gotta cater to my son real quick. So I'll see y'all later, and feel free to check out any of the videos from the past, especially the stability video. Okay, yeah, get your box of tissues. Okay, if you didn't watch that already, I'm sorry if I made you cry. I feel like somebody was like, yeah, you made me cry. I saw that video. Shut up. Yeah, because I had a celebrity come to me and was like, every time I see you post a new video, every time I watch your videos, I have to get a box of Kleenex because I cry every time, okay? Every time, though. I was like, I didn't even think I was being sad in most of my videos. They were like, it's just not that. It's not that. Like, some people see the power in me, and, you know, or, you know, just how strong I am, you know, to have gone through certain things, especially when I talk about my mother. And in that video, I spoke a lot about her. And that's why she was, like, hesitant to make me do the picker card. She, like, I've been supposed to do this picker card, okay? And so, look, I'm already doing another video and before the actual picker card. Because, you know, like, she's like, what more were you about to say? Like, she said, I was crying for 3 whole days. You didn't know, but I was crying, okay? I cried 3 whole days. And when I thought back about around that time when I recorded the video, I remember, like, there were so many gray clouds. So sometimes when that happens, that's even Father God. Like when it reaches the Father God, it's not good. Okay, Shango could be close to you as well, because Shango, he gives me this mad energy. And he was supposed to, yeah, he was like, show them. Okay, I was shuffling these cards just for myself, and this kept coming out. And Shango is about judgment. And he's on here with the 8 of Pentacles. But look, he showed me that, you know, like he is mad at somebody for fucking with his wife while she's pregnant. I don't know what I could be showing, but you know, like, it's not really showing much, honestly. But you know, we know what it is. You know, like, and he about to have them on their knees. Okay, he about to chop some shit off. Especially if it's thunder and lightning near you, he's near. Okay, he's near. He's coming after somebody. I didn't think I was gonna show this because I ain't show no cards like that. I just show even my card. But yeah, he wanted he came out, yeah. And when Shango get like, cause he's very loving too. Like, he's so loving and sweet, especially when it comes to his woman. Okay, oh my goodness. Okay, he loves his woman. It's almost scary. I'm like, you love the woman more than the kids now. Okay, but it's like he loves, like, he shows that love could go to the woman, to the kid, and then go be passed down to the kids. Like, that's how much he has to love for the woman, like, so it can automatically be passed down to the kids. Okay, not in a toxic way, because that's how some fathers be doing as well. Okay, but they ain't even really recognizing the fucking woman is the fucking strong prize and the reason why we had the kids in the first place. But anyway, he bad at somebody. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna go and next time I'm gonna do the actual pick a card. And but yeah, so yeah, she was like, yeah, I cried for 3 days, and then when I thought about that, and then Father God was like, don't even look this way. Okay, I was crying and you didn't see anything. Okay, you didn't witness anything. A funny thing we've been saying lately, like when he tells me he cried. He's silly. I can't even get it out. Oh my god. He like, I'm here. He was like, it's like, who's around here cutting onions? Put them motherfuckers in some cold water, okay? What the fuck? And then today he said, if I gotta tell your ass one motherfucking time, y'all go to the lines there, y'all get your head chopped off, then Shango comes out with the fucking axe. Okay, so he like, I don't like people to know I'm crying. Okay, he's like, go get the fucking onions, stop fucking cutting onions around, put them motherfuckers in cold water. Stop it. Yeah, he really feels like that. And if you like Rick James, Rick James is close to you. Because he was another incarnation of Rick James. If you want to know how Ra was, that's exactly how he was. Okay, but I don't know. I don't think nobody could do Ra justice. Like I said, they didn't want to tell Ramses a person was hurt. He said, like, I was knocking people's jaws. Like, he said I was knocking people's jaws, breaking people's jaws. Stupid. Okay. He was like, yeah, I broke people's jaws. Like, I didn't say much. I would just come up to, yeah, Amun-Ra is really here. Okay. And this is actually his stone, Ammonite. But yeah, so y'all got a preview of what's gonna be here, because I ain't changing it. Okay. It was some thought went into these selections, and you gonna see in your pick a card with Cleopatra. Okay. And yeah, nah, I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, because I get copycatters. And I was gonna tell y'all what the thing was gonna be around, but either way it go. If you're interested in pickle cards and you're interested in Cleopatra, especially from the perspective that she is my mommy, okay, definitely check that out when I post it. It shouldn't be it shouldn't be no longer after this thing. It may be at the same time, depending on how they doing stuff, because they've been moving around stuff. But yeah, my mom been like, but yeah, take some time to look up Cleopatra, like what the story that they have on there, and have on, in public, and and you will see, like, I don't know, like, I feel like they're gonna see, like, you will see, like, the similarities, even, like, because not everything that they say about Cleopatra is true. But that's why I was even hesitant to even say, like, go look up Cleopatra, like, but, like, to be more familiar with this energy, maybe even to grow your interest about Cleopatra, because, Cleopatra is very significant. I'm telling you, she's very significant. It's crazy, but, like, so, check that out if you haven't already by this time. And I will see you in the next one. Whenever you do check out any of my other videos, and please don't forget to like them or share them. But like, I'd rather have you like the video, because that really shows me that you care. Thank you so much for that, and may God bless you just for that. Now that's fair. I love you, mwah, and I care too. Thank you, boo boo. All right, so yeah, have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. All the energies that came in, Sphinxy, anybody that I mentioned, I hope I did you justice. Mother my eye, like, I feel like Mother my aunt, she is this. I feel like she kind of hides her tears a little bit more than Ra. Like she hides her tears in madness. Okay, like she's like, the time I'm being mad, I'm actually mad, like mad in the head, crazy. Those are the times I'm crying. Like, but I scratch my nose after that. I cope with it by being mad. Okay, so I you don't ever see my tears, but Ra, he's just been out there and like, baby, I love my baby, I love it. Like, her. Another form of Ramses, I'm telling y'all. When they told Rod, it's like, hey, you got me crying, nigga. Okay, I got you. Okay. Yeah, because Rod called me my nigga. He like, my nigga. Okay, you my nigga. Like I said, I like, bro, why we call me bitch? Like, I just like those terms of different. When I get from these powerful men, okay? Powerful spirits like this, like, and my aunt is another form of Isis, okay? And Isis loves to fight. And like I just mentioned, my aunt, okay, she deals with her anger, or deals with her crying ability or whatever through just fighting, like being angry, mad, going mad in her head, okay? Disturbia! Oh my God. You remember I mentioned Aquarius? Look, Rihanna's song Disturbia just came out, and she's an Aquarius. Out of nowhere. Yeah, that's really what happened with her and Chris Brown. She was disturbed. She was going through Disturbia, okay, at that time, okay. When that happened between her and Chris Brown, okay. Yeah, Chris Brown, I was always on your side. I ain't even have to know the fucking real story, okay. She was disturbed in the head. She was going through some shit, okay. And she was taking it out on you. Okay. I'm sorry that you went through that, my brother, though. I love you so much. Okay? And Gigi... yeah, because even this, like, this woman right here, she was giving me, like, Gigi's energy, how Gigi is looking, like... but I'm about to go. So Gigi, I feel like she's in her volcanic energy, but she's also in her growing energy. And we just heard that message. It says, like, it's no such thing about change when it comes to yourself. It's called growth. I'm saying that thing, like, it wasn't my words. It's my words. Okay, it's mine. Okay. See, they have to remind me. Like, they be having to tell me, like, to do bad things. They be having to tell me, like, pump yourself up. God told me at one point, like, you don't gas yourself up enough, if you ask me. Like, I was like, thank you. But yeah, so that could be going for somebody else too. They're bringing that to your attention, especially if somebody else even told you that, even if it wasn't God. Like, somebody else told you that, like, you are too humble. Somebody even told me that too, and it wasn't God, but like, shit, I feel like God spoke through them. It's like, yeah, you just so humble. Yeah, people just think they can get over on you. So anyway, and that's what I was saying about my mom. Like, my mom was like this extremely humble person where she, like, kept so much inside, and she didn't want her nobody. Like, she's giving me, like, mouse energy. So Minnie Mouse could be significant, while Disney could be here. Or Minnie is finding their Mickey, or Mickey is finding their Minnie. Okay, I feel that too as well. But yeah, like, she's giving me, like, this mouse energy. And then, but Walt Disney told me, like, Mickey, when he comes in through a Mickey form, that's a good, like, yeah, you couldn't get Mickey to do nothing bad either. Yes, this story is applying to something. You couldn't get Mickey to do nothing bad. Minnie did more bad things than Mickey. But he also said, like, he comes in rat form when he's mad, when he's angry or something like that. So I felt that energy again. So he could be angry at people, but he also could be happy with people as well, and his loving Mickey self. Okay, so Hathor could be close as well, because Hathor is another form of Sekhmet, and Sekhmet is like the ferocious side of Hathor, and Hathor names means to me, I had her. Look at that word, like her, but it also can mean I had him, like the mother of somebody, like the mother of them, or protective of someone, just like a mother, like I had them. Like, who the fuck you think you coming after? That's what I feel like with her. And Sekhmet names me the might of God, like, you're that powerful. And I just was saying, like, God even told me, you don't gas yourself up enough, like, you powerful as a motherfucker. Okay, yeah, yes. Yes. And Sekhmet is the daughter of Ashè. And we spoke a lot about Miss B today. And so that's so beautiful. So Bassett is close to you, Sekhmet. All those people I named. So thank y'all energies for coming in. I'm sorry if I miss you all though. I'll get you next time. Let me know. Ray Charles could be close to you as well. He's been giving me his energy for you, okay? For the collective as a whole in general. But you know, like Ray Charles, someone could really love Ray Charles. Someone's name could be Ray. And Ra also is called Ray as well with the R-E. To go to register with the music notes. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You know, like, so music is very important. And it did say in my message. I have to remember. Okay, it was my message. It said a love song is going to be from Spirit. But yeah, so definitely the next love song is Sphinx's Loves Puzzles, and she came out. And so normally when that comes out, she says like the next love song, or even just the next song you hear, is a love song from Spirit, your whole Spirit team. So all right, so I'm gonna leave you with that. That's your homework. Pay attention to the next love song. Write it down if you have to. Study the lyrics of something. I feel like something is important about that next song. All right, if you don't know it by heart already or something, I don't know, but learn that song. Confirmation, but excuse me. All right, but have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Kiss your kids for me. Hug them for me and God. God is however you look at it. But guys and goddesses in the heavenly realm, thank you again so much for your help today. And guys and goddesses who are on the earthly realm with me, thank you so much again for your time. I really do appreciate you. And I really hope that you come back once again. Bye.